So my great grandfather, right? He lived in good old Portugal, São Miguel, right? And he was like a honest like fisherman type guy, like the typical type of like
Like
just
everybody from South Miguel.
yeah, he was like a hard working.
Yeah,
Well, he was just like
he was a San Miguelian.
yeah, he was like a hard working Portuguese dude. He was a dude. Uh, but yeah, so one day there was this guy. Well, there's this guy that had like a lot of like money. He owned a lot of land. He was like a landowner, all that good stuff. He was a piece of shit, right? And he was like he people would like kind of just like avoid him and like not really get into problems with him because he would have a way to fuck people over. And
Mm.
the guy who like would basically like run the water like pipings like so that people could get running water into their houses. Like he had a spat with him, so he like got into a fight with him and like beat the shit out of him. And my great grandfather witnessed it, and they called to him on court, and he just said what he saw. He was like, "Yo, he was beating the shit out of this dude, right?"
Yeah.
And the dude was like, the dude that killed him was like a scrawny little bitch, and from what my dad says, like my great grandfather was like a pretty built dude. He was like very stout. And
Yeah.
everybody that knows about it said, dude, if they would have fought straight up, he would have fucking beat the dog shit out of him. But so he after he got in trouble and he got fined at the court, he told the guy, he's like, "Oh, your life is in my hands. I'm gonna kill you." And then my great grandfather apparently was like, "Yeah, something about my asshole or something." He said some fucking euphemism in Portuguese. Like he basically like was like, "Yeah, bro, you're a little bitch. You can't kill me." And so my great grandfather was like fixing like some land that like there was like a little bit like of a landslide on his property, so he was kind of like fixing it. And the guy snuck up around behind his territory, and then took a metal pipe and just cracked him in the skull with it and killed him.
Jesus,
And
dude.
then when they were doing the funeral, they noticed blood leaking from his head because they were
Mm.
fucking so stupid back then they didn't notice it like right away. Like, well,
Mm.
he wasn't like the hit didn't cause like blood initially, but then when I think the wound started like swelling and festering, then it caused skin to break, and then it caused blood to leak, and then it was
Mm.
literally during the funeral it happened, and they were like, "Yo, well, I think I know what happened," and then like they all
Oh man.
immediately knew it was that guy, and the reason why this story came up is because the town priest, helped that other guy run away to Canada.
Oh
But
wow.
there's a happy ending to this story.
Mm.
So that guy that killed my great grandfather died a very horrible death.
Oh really?
Yeah, he had the problem that like when people get older they have circulation problems.
Yeah, yeah.
He lost all circulation in his legs and he died while his leg like without like painkillers or anything. His legs were just rotting and he just
Oh
died.
shit.
Yeah, so he took an L. It came back for him.